Good morning, children. We shall start with the fourth chapter, financial planning. This is very important, very practical in a day-to-day life. Earlier, whatever we possess, whether we possess some land and whether we get salary, whether we purchase something to bring something into our state, from buy and bring something from other states, everywhere we have to pay little taxes, little money, like custom duty, or it is like different taxes or VAT. In different names it were called. Okay. Now government came saying that instead of paying it here, little, it will come like one tax pay. On 1st of July 2017, they introduced GST, that is Goods and Service Tax. GST, Goods and Service Tax. Means whatever we purchase, there is certain amount of tax we have to pay. Whatever service we get, like if somebody is serving us for, even when we go to hotels or somewhere, somebody is serving us, so some amount has to be paid to that person. That is known as service tax. So all the goods, all the services come under certain tax, and it is known as GST, Goods and Service Tax. Came into practice from 1st of July 2017. Okay. Now all the goods that we see, all the things that we see is categorized into 5 groups. They are like 0 rated, that is 0%, 5%, 12%, 18% or 28%. 0% are those which are very essential. For example, like milk, vegetable, when we buy, these are essential for the sustenance of the people. So for that we have to pay 0% tax. That is, if 1 kilo tomato costs us 40 rupees, we have to pay 40 rupees only. There is no tax paid for that. Okay. There are some food and things or some things which are not that essential. They come under 5%. Some come under 12%, 18%, and which are very luxurious things, they come under 28%. Suppose you are going to buy an ice cream. When you buy an ice cream, they tell you that one scoop of ice cream costs you 50 rupees. And when you give 50 rupees, they may ask you for 10 rupees extra. What is the 10 rupees? 50 rupees is the payment of the ice cream. And 10 rupees they will say is for the tax. So you have to actually pay 60 rupees. Nowadays, whenever you purchase something, you will get a bill like a tax invoice. It is mentioned over there, amount, tax, therefore total. So we shall get familiar with all these things in this chapter. Okay. Now, all those who are trading, all those who are dealers, means all those who purchase or sell things, they all have to register under government. And when they register, they get an identification number. And that number is called as GST identification number. It is called as GST identification number. Now this GST identification number consists of 15 alpha numerals. That means 15 letters and numbers together. Okay. Let us have an example of it. I have a GST identification number over here. 27 BPDPP 2432 D1ZH. Now, what does it stand for? The first two, 27, it is the state code. Now, we are in Maharashtra, so the state code is 27. So, when a person registers, looking at this number, we know that, okay, that person is from Maharashtra. The dealer is from Maharashtra. Okay. The next 10 alpha numerals, that is from here till this number, it is the permanent account number of the person. Now, all those who get salaries or some income, they have to get a permanent account number. They have a card. Nowadays everything is like card, no? Aadhaar card and all the smart cards, everything you have. So they have also have like a permanent account number. That is like this. And in this you will have over there 10 alphanumerals. Okay. In that the first three are any series number in the alphabet. Next one, fourth one is representing whether it's a person, whether it's a company, whether it's a society, it is like that. So if it is a P, then it is concerning a person. Means this PAN card is of a particular individual. Then we have the next letter, that is the fifth letter, that is the surname of the person. That is the surname of the person. Then the 4 digits, numbers that you see is any order. This is the D is the check code that automatically filled in. So this is here. Then I is the whether it is the person, whether a dealer or the trader, whether the person have only one firm or 2 organization, whatever, represent that. If it is 1 means only 1. If it is 2 means the person have 2 organization, 2 firms, etc. Z again is by default, it comes for everyone Z. Then H is a check code. So every dealer, every one who is trading will have a individual GST identification number, similar to how we have individual permanent account number, similar to that. Okay, so in this GST identification number, the permanent number also is included. I'm sure that most of your parents also will be having the PAN number, permanent account number. Take their permanent account that card and you check how many letters are there. See whether it is written that 4th and 5th, whether person and the surnames. Check and see. It is good to know how the permanent account number is given. Okay, that is all about the GST identification number. So anyone who is in trade, any dealer, have to first register to the government and they will get a GST identification number. Okay. Now, this GST, goods and service tax. I said that they are divided into, all the goods are divided into 5 categories. Either they are zero tax, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. In this, half will go to the central government and half amount will go to the state government. That is, the GST is divided into 2 parts. That is CGST and SGST. CGST. C is for central. So central goods and service tax. SGST, state goods and service tax. The CGST and SGST will always be equal. Okay, that is, if you are paying 10 rupee GST, 5 rupee will go to the central government and 5 rupee will go to the state government. This is how the GST have been divided. Okay. Now let us look at let us get familiar with the invoice or the bill that you get when you purchase something. Okay. Every invoice or every bill should consist of the name of the dealer, name of the shop, name of the person on whom this is registered, then the address of the person or the shop, then you will have the contact number, email address. Okay, it will mention to you that GST identification number of the dealer, also the date will be put next, and here you will have the invoice number, whether it is the 10th bill or 11th bill, the 12th bill, 110 bill, that invoice number also will be there in the invoice. When you look at the invoice, first column you will have the serial numbers, then you will have the HSN code. HSN code means Harmonized System of Nomenclature. Nomenclature means naming. Harmonized system, that means suppose you are buying ice cream. Okay. Now, ice cream has a particular number. How we have the permanent number? For me, I have a particular permanent number, permanent account number. Every individual have a particular permanent account number. Similarly, every item, every goods, suppose you are buying a toothpaste, the toothpaste will have a particular number, that is the nomenclature, name given to the particular item. Okay, that is the HSN code, name of the object, goods, whatever you are purchasing. I have written HSN as 1230. It may be the Colgate that you purchase, or toothpaste, anything. What is the rate of it? Rate is 400 rupees per kilo. 400 rupees per kilo. How much are you purchasing? 1 kg. Now you are purchasing 1 kg. So the amount is 400 rupees. This amount we call it as taxable amount. This amount, the rate, we call it as taxable amount. That is, on this taxable amount we have to pay some tax. Okay. Now what is the tax? CGST is 5%, SGST is 5%. That is, what will be a GST? GST is the total of CGST and SGST. That is 5 plus 5, it will be 10%. Okay, that will be the GST. Whatever is the CGST amount, it will be same as the SGST amount also. Suppose it is 5%. So 5% of this 400. Now what do you mean by that percent? You know that this symbol is used for percent. What is the meaning of it? From the word itself, it is percent. Percent. Cent means 100. Per 100. So 5 per 100. So whenever we have this 5%, the meaning of 5% is 5 per 100. Okay. So you are saying that 5% of 400 rupees. 5% of 300 rupees. So how do you calculate it? 5% means 5 upon 100 multiplied by 400. If it is of 500, write 500. If it is of 300, write 300. So 5% of 300, 5% of 400. Then you calculate, you get 20 rupees. So, though the shopkeeper tell you, maybe the ice cream, 1 kg ice cream cost you 400 rupees. Actually, how much you have to pay? You have to pay 440 rupees. Sometimes so happen to us, the taxable values displayed on the object. Maybe some dress that you buy, it will be written over there 400 rupees. And when you give for billing, you may have to pay either 60 rupees or 100 rupees extra. That is the tax on it. So when they display, they don't display the tax amount in. Also, sometimes when you go to the shops and all, they say discount. There is 10% discount. What do you understand by that 10% discount? Again, 10%. 10% means 10 upon 100. So whatever amount is there, 10% discount, you can calculate it. Okay. So the moment you hear that percent, you always remember, if it is 10%, 10 upon 100. Percent means upon 100. Percent. That is how you calculate the tax. Okay. So in this chapter, we have to calculate the tax paying. How much is the CGST? How much is the SGST paid, or how to calculate the tax of a particular value. That is what we are going to see. So please remember, the CGST and SGST is always equal. CGST plus SGST gives us the GST. What is the full form of GST? Goods and Service Tax. CGST, Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST, State Goods and Service Tax. Okay. Now we shall go to the exercise part of it. 4.1. Page number 84. You have a table given over there about the goods under which category they come. Okay. You don't have to learn it by heart, but always remember that essential goods and everything comes under 0 rated. It is good to read about it, and some items which are now we are in 2020. So these have been always revised. Some items have been removed from it. Some have not been removed. Okay. But you have to go according to, you don't have to learn it by heart, but read and just know what it is. Page number 87. Practice set 4.1. The first question. Pawan Medical supplies medicines. On some medicines, the rate of GST is 12%. Then what is the rate of? Whenever you are asked about rate, whenever the answer of yours will always contain the percentage sign over there. Okay? Rate is always mentioned in percentage. Now, what is asked to you? GST is 12%. So, you write that. GST 12%. Rate of CGST and SGST. So, rate of CGST is equal to SGST. That is equal to half of 12. Half of 12 is 6%. Okay. So, CGST is 12 plus 6%. SGST is 6%. On second question, on certain article, if rate of CGST is 9%, then what is the rate of SGST? We know that CGST is same as SGST, so SGST also is 9%. What is the rate of GST? GST is CGST plus SGST. That is 9 plus 9, that is 18%. These two questions, solve it in your textbook only. Don't solve it in your notebook. Third one. This Real Paint sold 2 tins of luster paint and taxable value of each tin is rupees 2,800. That is the taxable value. The value displayed on the tin. If the rate of GST is 28%, then find the amount of CGST and SGST charged in the tax invoice. You have to find the CGST and SGST. GST is 28%. If GST is 28%, how much will your CGST and SGST will be? Half of GST. So your CGST will be same as SGST, that is equal to half of 28%. That is equal to half of 28% is 14%. Okay. Now 14% of what? Of the taxable value. Now what is the taxable value? Taxable value. Now 1 tin cost you 2,800. There are 2 tins over here. So taxable value is equal to 2 into 2,800. That is 5,600. This is the taxable value. Okay. Now on this value you have to pay 14% CGST and 14% SGST. So now you calculate what is asked to you, the amount of CGST. Amount means you have to write it in terms of rupees. Rate you have to write it in terms of percentage. Okay. So now you find out CGST. CGST same as SGST, that is equal to 14%. 14% means 14 upon 100 of 5,600. Whatever answer you get, write it in terms of rupees. Okay. The next question, question number 4. The taxable value of a wrist watch belt is rupees 5,586. Rate of GST is 18%. Then what is the price of the belt for the customer? That is, when you go to a shop, the amount displayed on the belt 586 rupees. Okay. When you go to pay, will you pay only 586 rupees? No. The shopkeeper will tell you pay the tax also. Now how much is the tax? Tax is 18%. So you have to calculate that 18% of 586. Add to that, that will be the total amount that you pay. Okay. So how do you solve that over here? First you write what is your taxable value. The taxable value is rupees 586. Okay. GST is 18%. that is equal to, convert it into amount, that is 18% means 18 upon 100 into 586. Find out how much you are getting. Okay, that is the GST. Now what is the total amount that you pay, the price that the customer pay? I will write the price of the watch is equal to, that is the taxable value plus GST. Taxable value you already know, rupees 586 plus whatever GST you find out, add over there, that will be the amount. Okay. Question number 5. The total value with GST. So GST is included in this. Okay, of a remote control toy car is rupees 1770. Rate of GST is 18% on toys. Find the taxable value. Now when you go to buy a toy, the shopkeeper is telling you the price of it is 1770 including the tax. And what is the tax? Tax is 18%. So how much is the actual price of the toy? That is a taxable value. That we don't know. That we have to find out. So what is given to you over here is the total amount that you pay including the tax. So you are asked to find out how much is the actual price of the toy. Let us check and see how to do it. You can actually solve this in two ways. Okay, that is, first, let us understand what is given to us. Okay, the total value, when we speak of total value, I repeat, total value means the price of the product plus the tax. Okay, so the total value is equal to the taxable value plus GST. Now what is given to us? Total value is given to us, that is 1770. So that is equal to, we don't know what is the taxable value, that is what we have to find out. So we will consider that as X plus GST. What is the rate of GST? 18%. 18% of 18% of taxable value, that is X. So 18 upon 100, that is 18% of taxable value, which we do not know. Okay, so you can solve this. You will get 1770. 1770 is equal to, take the LCM of it, so you will get 100x plus 18x upon 100. That is 1770 is equal to 100x plus 18x, 180x upon 100. Okay, this is what you get. And from here, what are we supposed to find out? The value of x, that is the taxable value. Take this denominator over here. So 1770 multiplied by 100. 118 will come in the denominator to get the value of x. This is one way of solving, where you consider the taxable value as x. Okay. Total value is always equal to taxable value plus GST. Otherwise, you can solve it in this method. That is, when I say 18%, 18% is 18 per 100 rupees. So for 100 rupees, I pay 18 rupees as tax. So where I have to pay 100 rupees, I am paying 18 rupees as tax. So altogether how much am I paying? 118. This is clear? So 100 rupees, the total value will be 180 including the tax. Okay. So you can solve it in that method. For total value 118, the taxable value is 100. Therefore, the total value of 1770 we will consider the taxable value as X. So for 100 rupees, the total value is 118. That is equal to, for X rupees, it is 1770. Cross multiply it, you will come to the same. Here also you will come to the same. Calculation will be same. Okay. So you see which method is comfortable for you. In this, you have to write the first step over there. Let the taxable value be X. And then you can write total value is equal to taxable value plus GST. Now what have we done in this method? Here we consider, suppose it is 12%. Suppose it is 12%. When you say 12%, 12 per 100. That is for 100 rupees, 12% is the tax. 12 rupees is the tax. For 100 rupees, 12 rupee is the tax. So you pay altogether 112. If it is 28%, for 100 rupees, you pay 128 rupees. If it is 5%, for 100 rupees, you have to pay 105. Okay, that is what is written over here. For 100 rupees, since it is 18%, for 100 rupees, we pay 180. So for X rupees, we pay 1770. This is what we have to find out, X. If it was not 18%, if it was 12%, then you will write for 100 rupees, we pay 112 rupees. So for X rupees, we pay this much. Cross multiply and get. That will be the taxable value. What is the one more part is there? Once you find the taxable value, that is the value of X, then you have to find CGST and SGST for this toy car. Now that is the taxable value. How much will be CGST? CGST is same as SGST, that is 9% because 18% is the GST. So once you get the value of X, you find the 9% of it. How do you find 9%? 9 upon 100 multiply by whatever value you get over here. Okay. Question number 6. Tip-Top Electronics supplied an AC of 1.5 ton to a company. Cost of the AC supplied is rupees 51,200 with GST. That is the total price of it. Rate of CGST on AC is 14%. Then find the following. If CGST is 14%, then what is the rate of SGST? Same 14%. Rate of GST, GST will be SGST plus CGST. That is 14 plus 14% will be 28%. Taxable value of AC. Taxable value of AC. Taxable value is not given to us, but what is given to us? We are given the total value in the same way. Let us see how to solve it. Okay. Again, same way. Here it is GST is 28%. Okay, 28%. That is for 100 rupees we pay 128. For total value 128, taxable value is 100. For 100 rupees, 28 rupees tax, so we pay 128. Now for total value 51,200, we will consider the taxable value as X. Therefore, 100 upon 128 is equal to taxable values. If you are writing it in the numerator, both should be taxable value in the numerator. Okay, that is X upon 51,200. You cross multiply them, you get the value of X. This will be the taxable value. Okay, once you get the taxable value, the next total amount of GST. Now GST is always calculated on the taxable value. What is the percentage? 28%. So whatever you get over there, the taxable value, find the 28%. 28 upon 100 of that value. Once you get that, then you have to calculate the CGST and SGST. That will be half of what you get over here. Okay. Please remember, CGST is same as SGST. Rate is always given in percentage sign. Amount is always given in rupees. Taxable value is the actual price of the object. This cost 10 rupees. This is the taxable value, actual cost. Whatever is the GST, when we add GST amount to this actual price, we call it as the total price. Even though it costs 10 rupees, I may have to give 12 rupees where 2 rupee is the tax. So that 12 rupee become the actual selling price, the actual price that the customer gives. That is known as the total price. Okay. Please understand this, then the solving become very simple and easy for you. Now once you get this taxable value, you can directly minus this taxable value from the total value. You get the GST. Then you don't have to calculate again the 28%. If you have understood, okay, if you have understood, you can do it. GST is equal to taxable value minus the, total value minus the taxable value. So you get, that is from this value minus this value. That will be your GST. Half of it will be CGST and SGST. So first you understand this concept, then solving all this is very simple. Also remember percentage means per 100. Okay. The last question over there. Prasad purchased a washing machine from Maharashtra Electronic Goods. The discount of 5% was given on the printed price 40,000. What the price written? 40,000. How much is the discount? 5%. So actually what is the taxable amount over there? You have to find 40%, 40,000, 5% minus it, and then we get it. What is asked to us? Find the purchase price, also the CGST and SGST. Let us see how to do it. Okay, let us see. Printed price is equal to 40,000. What is the discount? Discount is 5%. 5% means 5 upon 100 of the printed price. That is 40,000. How much you are getting? 2,000. So on 40,000, you are given 2,000 discount. So how much is the taxable value? The 40,000 minus 2,000, that is 38,000. So 38,000 is the taxable value. Now you have to find out the GST. 28% GST. So GST is equal to 28%. Percent means 28 upon 100 of the taxable value, that is 38,000. How much it is coming? 10,640 is the GST. So what is the purchase value? Purchase value is equal to the taxable value plus GST. Taxable value plus GST, you get the purchase value. That is the actual price you pay for the object. Okay. You have to also calculate the CGST and SGST. Already got the GST over here. So what will be CGST and SGST? Half of this. Along with that, practice at 4.1 is over. Please read the first 2-3 pages of it. Try to understand what is GST. Few things only you should know over here. What is the taxable value? What is GST, CGST, SGST? What is the total price? Okay, understand these terms clearly. You can solve all these questions. You also have to know how to write the invoice. What are the important things required? That is the address of the supplier, name, email ID, contact number, invoice number, GST identification number, and that contains 15 alphanumerics. Also the date and the columns required, serial number, SSN code, name, rate, amount, all this you should know. Okay, solve it. If you have any difficulties, we shall solve it later.